This woman takes off her shirt right there, and I said, just give me your lines like that. My man is like, this nigga, we gonna get sued. We got to give her the part.
Oh.
We got to, nigga. She gonna say she been coerced into taking her titties out. She said this motherfucker delivered her lines like her shirt, like she had an overcoat on. Finished, and I was like, that woman would have fucked everybody in this room. It ain't nothing like looking at a woman and looking at her hands and seeing her hands all together, the nails is tipped. I be looking at shit like that. Some niggas don't care. You can have the
You got dirt under your nails. They don't care.
Do get dirt under them goddamn nails. Niggas, I'm like, I care. I be looking at little shit like that.
I've been trying to keep them up.
How often you get your nails done? Once a week?
The last time it was every 3 weeks. But roughly every 2 weeks you about need them done. Because they start to grow. Your real nails start to grow.
From
so then you get that openness down here.
Right.
And so I know I need to get mine done when it starts getting caught in my hair.
Gotcha.
I can't wash my hair without it getting caught.
We'll do a cheers. This is to life, goddammit. This is
life.
To life. And us doing everything we said we was going to do in this life.
We are going to do it all. Hello.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are back for another episode of the DLai Show. Listen, people, I'm excited. As always, I hope that you guys are excited too. Before you get too excited, goddammit, hit that subscribe button if you haven't subscribed yet. Hit that like button, that notification button, and share this shit because I got my goddamn friend with me today. You know, sometimes you have like friends that they ain't really your friends. You just, you know what I mean? They're friends from a distance. This is my real goddamn friend on top of my business partner. We run a business together. On top of my co-author. On top of producer, fucking writer extraordinaire. She's done it all, ladies and gentlemen. She's here for you today. She's rocking a Tupac shirt. We'll talk about that a little later. My co-author of DLai, The Journey Behind the Smile, the lady that brought this to my attention in the first place. That book wouldn't even came about, not right now, probably later on, had she not spoke her mind, being the outspoken person that she is. Bam, look at T coming through with the goddamn bam. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your dick bitties together for my good friend, Angela Artist! She up in the stage. And she on that red wine.
I am on the red.
For those of you that don't know you, she has two people that lives within.
There's really several because I'm a Gemini. So
oh, that's right.
Several, but
let me tell you the ones that I like. Okay. You have the professional. See, y'all don't be knowing this shit about them people. Look on the surface. You see on the surface? Professional woman can be in corporate America or she can run a goddamn trap house. Either one. But she don't really drink. And we'll get into that drinking later. But she'll get on a little wine. We would have our sessions when we were writing the book or we were going over different projects. But she have a wine. And I found out that there's two different Angies. The woman that you talking to may have two personalities. The guy that you talking to may have two. There's regular Angie. And there's wine Angie. Wine Angie will have your ass on the phone for 2 hours going over scripts. It'd be productive though. It don't be like we just fluffing, just lollygag. It'd be like 2 hours. We get off the phone and be like, you know what? What? You know we got half of your book already. We got half of it. Yeah, we just finished talking for 2 hours. I got a lot of shit we can put in the book. So I'm like, hey, I'm honored to have you on the show, as well as to introduce the people that's not too familiar with you. Not only the book, but she got a lot of projects that she's doing.
It's about time. I haven't seen you in over a year.
Last time I saw you, you stole my phone.
That's.
I'm sorry. T, I'm wrong. She did not steal my phone. Drunk Angie stole my goddamn phone.
That wasn't even wine Angie.
That was Long Island.
Long Island iced tea.
Long Island Angie.
Yeah.
It was Long Island Angie. I'm coming out here to perform, and whenever I come to town, we always link up. So she says, hey, listen, leave me some tickets. I'm going to bring mom. I'm going to bring, a couple of family members. We'll come check you out. All right, cool. They come to the show. I see her from the stage. I see she got a drink. She's right up front. I can see her. But she's so professional. You don't know that this woman lit. You have no idea this woman on 10.
I was on 30.
This woman is on 10.
35. Not 10, 30.
And she's sitting there and she's watching the show, laughing at me, elegant. After the show, I'm selling some shit.
Yep.
I was selling some shit. And we talk. And now she's like, I don't normally drink. I had a drink. And we talking. I still don't know this woman gone. I have no idea this woman is gone.
My niece and my mother didn't even know I was gone. I didn't know I was gone.
Gemini.
I don't know this woman is gone. We are having a full-fledged conversation. So much that I forgot to do the rest of the meet and greet. I done left the meet and the greet. Left both of them.
I held you hostage. I was holding you hostage.
Because we hadn't talked in a while,
yeah,
so
it had been a minute.
we're chopping. And I said, listen, I got to get up out here because I got another show I got to get to. All right, cool. I'll see you later. Cool. I still don't know this woman is gone. She leave. I'm about to go on stage. I said, damn, where's my phone? I need to do something. Can't find my phone. Oh, shit, my phone is gone. I'm looking around. I said, shit.
Hold up.
Okay.
So meantime, I'm on my way home. I get to the house. The phone is blowing up. I can't get in it. I'm like, I don't understand. Who are these people? I don't know anybody that's calling. My phone doesn't even look the same. Like it's black instead of bright because I can't see anything anyway without glasses. So I'm trying to read the stuff and I'm like, when did I put a code on my phone? Couldn't get in the phone. I said, oh, well, I'll deal with it tomorrow. Then it rang. And it was your assistant. You have DLai's phone.
Oh, she was, let me say something. Because I think lightweight, I'm going to be honest, I think lightweight, my sister wanted to give me some ass.
I'm sure.
I really think my sister wanted to give me some
sure.
ass. And I never partook of that. It's something about saying to ass. It's just something about, what's my ass? What do you mean, This is my ass. You should, everybody wants this ass. So I'm upset. I can't find it. She comes to me, my assistant. She says, you know who has your phone, right?
With the
I
attitude.
said, no. That lady you were talking to. I said, that lady? Yes. The lady with the long hair yes, her. But don't worry, I'll get it. Just go ahead, I'll get it. I was like, oh, you don't like it? This is about me not fucking you, ain't it, man? If this is what this is about, you gotta knock it off. You gotta knock. I had no idea.
So I got there. They let me straight through as if they had told them I was coming. I walked blindly through. Found her. She was right at the other second door, like when you go back through the second door. And I was like, here you go, gas face. I mean, the whole demeanor was like I had threw up on her or something. Like it was bad.
So wait, were you still lit when you dropped the phone off? Because it was you still lit.
I just went
This
home.
was like
literally.
later. After that was like later.
No. This was within 30 minutes of me
you turned
getting.
around and got it back.
I turned right back around.
Oh, okay.
Because I'm right up the street from the club, so it was not a big. Thank God, I was right up the street from the club. But it was, oh my God, I had to drive back down there. I was just like, oh, okay, I can make it. I can do this. I got his phone. And then it's so funny because the next morning, all the pictures that you sent, I'm holding the phone in my hand.
She got my phone. I'm like, that's my goddamn phone right there in your hand.
My mother had my phone. I had left my phone on the table. Me and my niece went to the bathroom for an hour. They were switching out the show by the time my mom came and got us out the bathroom. She didn't know what happened in the bathroom.
So,
Oh my God.
Angela Arts,
A lituation.
you were originally from
Detroit, Michigan.
Detroit.
Originally, yes.
Originally. Take me on that journey. How do you go from Detroit to Hollywood?
Well, I was
To Hollywood,
in
to Black Hollywood.
Detroit. We moved from Detroit when I was 6 to Grand Rapids. Grand Rapids, Michigan is where I actually grew up at.
Floyd Mayweather.
Floyd Mayweather, yes. And then from Grand Rapids, at 18, I had applied to these colleges there, got into a college, but I couldn't get my classes right.
Now, are you artistic at this time? Or are you in the arts?
I've been writing since I was 7. So
Oh, you've been writing.
I've been writing.
So you always wanted to do this?
No, it was just something that I did.
Oh, you just liked
it
to do
wasn't
it.
something that I wanted to do. I didn't know what I wanted to do.
Right.
I was still trying to grow up. And so I couldn't get my classes right. So my mother was like, you're either going to work or go to school. But you can't just sit in this house. So I got my classes, but they were all wrong. So I couldn't figure out how to work and go to school because
What do you mean they were wrong?
They were, because it wasn't like you go from 8 o'clock in the morning, you out at 12, and I can go get a job from 2 to 10. It was like 8, you got at 12 o'clock.
Right,
you
they
got
all
at
over
3.
the place.
So she knew I was upset. So she gave me a bag of chicken wings, took my check, and put me on a Greyhound bus to Georgia. My
Atlanta?
sister was already in Atlanta going to Spelman.
Oh.
Pissed.
Gotcha.
Pissed with the bag of chicken on the Greyhound bus because we don't like the Greyhound bus, but it's fine. We got on the bus.
How long was the drive?
14 hours.
Is it stanky on that bus? Oh, was it? They were decent. They hadn't gutted them out yet.
You know stink to me because the bathroom, whatever they use in the toilets, like that blue stuff, it smells a certain kind of a way. So that always bothers me. Mm-hmm. But anyway, so we got to Atlanta. I was in Atlanta for 7 years. 7 years before I left to go to LA. And I met somebody in Atlanta. He was going to go to LA, but then something happened and he wound up having to go to like Long Beach. Mm-hmm. First he was going to go to Vegas. He said LA first, but then he said Vegas.
This somebody you love, or is this
This was somebody I loved at the time.
At the time.
And I was like, well, I'll go to LA with you, but I'm not going to Vegas. I can't get to LA from Vegas. So what had happened? Okay. So what had happened was there was another boyfriend before him.
Okay.
And there was this director who had wanted to use his cars for a video shoot or whatever.
Now, what are you doing at this time? Because you're not in entertainment.
I was working at Junior Achievement.
What is that?
Junior Achievement is like a organization that helped kids in school and learn how to do magical things. Mm-hmm. So I was inside of that doing board meetings and all that kind of stuff with them. So they wanted to use his cars for a video shoot. Do you want to go with me? Sure, I'll go. Got there was a director there. He said, can your girl act? Now, I don't know they're having this conversation. I'm over here watching the video shoot.
Right.
He said, I don't know, ask her. So he asked me. I said, sure, why not? I don't know.
You couldn't act?
I don't know. I hadn't tried.
Right. You don't even know.
I'm like, sure.
Right.
Why not? I took an acting class when I was 9.
Okay. Yeah.
I was Puck from Midsummer's Night.
Right. I'm 20 now.
Yeah, I'm 20.
Right. I got this.
So nothing came of that. 30 days later, I'm in a movie theater. He calls, and I went to audition, and I got the lead. It's called Black and Blue.
Okay.
Okay.
Wait, that's a Black and Blue out right now?
No, not that one.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's a great one.
Gotcha.
That's Deion Taylor, yes. So that bit, I got bit by the bug. Because I was still working at Junior Achievement and shooting that at the same time. So the money was decent. That was like the most money that I had ever gotten just in one day.
You in Atlanta?
I'm in Atlanta.
Okay. Yeah, that's a lot of money.
So then I start feeling out around LA to see what that looked like. How does that work? What do you have to do? And so when the boyfriend decided that he was going to go to LA, he was in the prison system. He was like a guard. Mm-hmm. Then I was like, I'll go. I'm out. Let's go. Let's do it. But then it wound up being Vegas. I'm like, I'm not going to Vegas with you. I can't get to Vegas. Yeah, I can't get to LA from Vegas. 3.5 hours. Like, right. And then it wound up being Long Beach. I'm like, that's 20 miles. That's okay.
Right,
I
ain't
work
bad.
that out. Yeah, work that out. So we wound up in LA. So in LA, I was doing more background work, but I had a couple of roles here and there, but nothing major. It wasn't anything major, mostly background work. He left. We broke up. He left. I stayed. Still doing background work. I started writing scripts at that time.
Now, wait. Now, you're during the time where these women are fucking for these jobs.
They are fucking
This
for
is
the
the
jobs.
time where it's heavy in that.
Super heavy in that.
They are throwing out their
Casting couches everywhere.
Are these people making any passes that you coming across? Or
I got passed. So the thing about it
and
is,
how you handle it?
I've never been a groupie of anything.
Right.
Like it doesn't. I'm not. Everything that's happened to me has been happenstance.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Somebody knew somebody, and so hey, you want to audition for this part? Somebody knew somebody else. Hey, you want to be a part of this? Even when I got here, that part I got with Tier 2 was my friend Cedric, who's an actor. They had fired the girl. They fired a girl on the set. He said, they need somebody. Can you do it? They didn't know I was in town. I went, I auditioned. They were like, done. That's how I got the stuff. Everything, I always explain to people, everything is happenstance. The book was happenstance, everything.
Hashtag God is good right now. Comment in the section right now. Hashtag God is good. Right now. Under the voice. And everybody that's under my voice, hashtag God is good. That's just amazing how things get pieced. Hey, right now, I wasn't bullshitting. Hashtag God is good. That is amazing how
how this came along. Happenstance. I saw you on TV 3 years before this happened.
Okay, walk me through that.
Me and my mother had a day of watching comedy stuff.
Was that a normal thing for you guys? Or you just happened to be watching?
She had just got here or whatever, from Detroit. And we're just watching comedy stuff. And it was the Bill Bellamy thing. And you were the second to the last or somewhere.
Second to the last.
And you were funny as shit. I was like, man. And something said to me, and I said it out loud.
Right.
If I ever meet him in person, I'm gonna tell him how funny he is. Not that I don't think you know how funny you are, but I just.
Right, but you just.
It was just something because I.
Why'd you say if I ever meet him? Like.
I don't know. It was like the dog that I have. If anything ever happens to them, I'll take this dog. Wasn't nothing going on with them. I don't know those people. You know what I'm saying? The dog just used to run to me every time he saw me. I didn't.
Right.
And I wasn't looking for a dog. A dog is like having a baby. I don't have any kids. Do you know what I'm saying? But it was just something about the dog. Something about your performance and your aura or your vibe that made me say that. I don't know. We saw hundreds of comedians that day. It was like,
Right.
I have no idea.
This is 2012. You say that out loud. Speed me up to the point where you hear that I'm coming in for that part.
So they are sending me, the people who were doing the immigrants were sending me the footage of the auditions. And they were like, DLai is going to audition. Now, it wasn't connecting. This has been a minute, so it wasn't connecting that it was you. Then I spoke to my friend Kim, and she was like, you know who that is, right? Because I would thought you were hilarious in the audition. I mean, they sent me the whole thing. And I was like, no. She said, we were supposed to interview him. You were supposed to be on that interview for Lipstick, High Heels, and Bullshit. It was a radio show that me and my girlfriend, well, she had it, but
Lipstick
I was on
Radio.
it with it. Lipstick Radio, yes. Mm-hmm. And I went back to look at the video, and it was like the first of the year of one of those years. And I was like, oh my God, that's him. I said, that's the same guy that I saw on television. I said, bet I hope he get it so I could tell him how funny he is. That was the whole thing of it.
Now back up. Pause right there.
You know where you about to...
I'm in the audition.
Yes.
And I haven't given up on reading lines yet. I'm still reading lines at this point. So follow me, ladies and gentlemen, that follow me.
Because he don't read lines no more.
Y'all know I don't read them lines no more. But I was still reading lines. But these were lines I was like, I can rock with these lines. You know what I mean? This is some shit I can fuck with. I say it like this. You know what I mean? Plus, they were like, it's okay if you improv. I walk into my agent at the time. I walk into the office, and she said, "DLai, just go in the room and go over the lines." And it was a lot of motherfucking lines. It was some pages of shit that I had just got maybe a day ago. A bunch of shit. So I'm like, God damn, it's a lot. I got some of it. I'm gonna have to work it. So once I knew that the character had an accent, it was an African character. He was a motivational speaker, but he was full of shit. So I was like, oh yeah, I know this nigga.
What was his name?
His name, this is crazy. His name was Olu. This nigga name was Olu, the same nigga that I grew up in the comedy club with in Louisiana, in Baton Rouge.
Who was African?
Who was fucking African? I didn't mean to say fucking African. I love my African people. So I'm like, I know the accent. I've been, doing an accent for a while, but I don't have all these lines. So I'm gonna just see how much they're gonna let me go. So we got in, and I kind of stumbled at first. And he was like, all right, let's just start over. Let's start over. And he was like, just make the character yours.
Right.
And I was like, you goddamn right, I'm gonna make this motherfucking line. You got it. I think I said like the first line, and after that I just heard the accent and I was just belting it out.
Talking, yeah.
Just belting it out. And they were like, my agent called me next, she's like, they love you. They came to a show. I had a comedy show in Burbank. And they all came to the show. They had never seen me, the producers had never seen me perform live before. So they came to the show, they saw me, set that bitch on fire. Afterwards, it was like, hey, we just want to let you know you got the part. You have the lead. I was like, the lead? First thing I thought about, I was like, how much money did the lead get? Like, how much them niggas get? Like the nigga that's number one on the call sheet? What? That's the first thing they was like, oh, how you feel? Like, I feel like I need to know how much this nigga gonna make.
He said, I'm gonna buy a house.
I'm calculated. See, I called my son, so I told y'all to quit school. Y'all don't need that. Not like that. I'm gonna give y'all your own education. Don't worry about it. I'm excited. So it's booked for Atlanta. Mm-hmm. It's booked for Atlanta. Now there's some controversy with this contract. There's some fucking controversy with this contract, and my agent is kind of like in bed with the producers. Right. You know what I mean? They work together. They worked out a deal. But they ain't talked to me about my motherfucking deal. So they came and was like, yeah, so the budget is low. I'm like, oh shit. I had already thought about $20,000. I just knew it was gonna be $20,000 an episode. This is
for sure.
Nigga, I had to come on Friends off the gate. Lead. $20,000 an episode at least. He was like, no, They're gonna put all of the actors in one house, and you guys are gonna stay there. And after the show, I said, "Oh no, the fuck they're not. They're not." I said, "Hey, you agreed to this? Cause I'm about to get on your ass. You agreed to this?" She said, "No. I wanted to talk to you about it." I said, "For future references, I never want to stay at the producer's house or the promoter's house. Let's just be clear." She was like, "Oh, no, okay, fine." I said, "Now let's get to that money, cause we just shooting the pilot now.
Right.
We just shooting the pilot." They came back with the number was like, it wasn't even like, I wouldn't even say it's for a movie that they were offering me. It felt like they offered me some money.
Like a day player.
No, like a nigga that just fix your bike. Hey man, here you go. Like the nigga can pay you out his pocket. Like a nigga, here, y'all fix your little bike. You pussy ass bike. You go. Put your ass up in it. I said, "Hey, man, no." They came back with a decent offer. So I'm like, all right, cool. We get to Atlanta. I don't know nobody. And I think she, to be honest, I think she's just like a little PA, like a little personal assistant. Because she ain't in nobody's way. I see her, but she ain't like it. She just moving in her own little pace.
I'm somebody who, if I'm on a set, I'm working. I'm doing whatever it is else needs to be done. I'm not sitting there being a prima donna like, oh, I'm the writer. No. Who needs to move? What needs to happen? Right. Where does that chair need to go? I can pick a chair up. I can pick. I'm always busy. I like to stay busy. I'm a busybody. So I'm running around. I see them, but it's like there was no introduction.
We had a meeting. I had a meeting with like the executive producer and one other person, but I didn't meet like the head writer. I didn't meet. So I come out the bathroom and she was like, "Hey, I just want to introduce myself. My name is Angie. I've seen you stand up. You are hilarious. I just wanted to tell you."
See, I finally got to say it.
I finally got to say it. I told my mom if I ever met you, I was gonna tell you. I was like, "Oh man, thank you, I appreciate it." She leave. Go back. I was like, "Man, that little PA cool, man. That little motherfucker cool." You know what I mean? When she get her weight up, man, she'll be alright in this industry. You know what I mean? Right now, you should probably go around and get sandwiches and shit. They got you, sandwich runs.
You hungry?
You hungry? Because she's not saying that to nobody. So, we're going over. We're going over. And then she's like actually, he says we're coming in later. Okay, now read again. So she's like making this. I was like, why the fuck is the PA being so bold or speaking on the script? So then
because I said, you feel free to change whatever it is that you have in there because I
said she bold.
I wrote it like because I said it's authentic African in my head and it's super proper because they speak kind of proper in the dialect is a certain way.
I want to go here,
right,
but not right now.
Right.
Maybe later. So when you come here, I'll go with you later, but not now.
And he did look at me like, oh.
So when I was like, oh, she's the writer. And when I apologized, I said, man, I thought she was a little PA. Like, no disrespect to PAs. But the way she was carrying herself, but when we got in that room, and I was like, oh, she's a writer. So then she said, hey, you have an interesting story. Have you ever thought about writing a book? I was like, this is me. You come up to me, hey, man, I was just thinking about something with you in mind the other day. I was thinking about doing a movie, with you playing Evil Knievel. Hell yeah, Evil Knievel. We want to do evil. Run the evil. Run it. So she was like, you ever thought about writing a book? Yeah, I thought about writing a book. She said, really, you should write a book. I was like, oh. She's like, I'm an author as well. I was like, well, yeah, let's do it. She was like, when you want to start? I said, tomorrow. Let's start writing tomorrow. We on the set.
And now, yeah.
We on the set. She said, no. Let's wait till you get back to LA. Because I'm dead ass serious. Let's wait till you get back to LA and we get everything set up. And I was like, all right, cool. But I didn't know the process that it took to write a book, nor did I know how she had done her homework and finding out what questions to ask, how to ask the questions, and how to draw out certain emotions at certain times in which the story
called for. He wasn't ready. Because he was like, why is she asking me what's my favorite color? Why is she asking me what's my favorite
she started off with some kindergarten shit. Okay, class. Everyone seated? All right. Timothy, what's your favorite color? I'm like, motherfucker, I'm in 12th grade. Fuck you guys talking about motherfucking colors. What is this? But she said, you have to trust me. Just let me ask you the questions. But it was so strategic of how she lined it up and how later on you get...
Because see what I did?
Explain it.
The first day. Because when I talked to him once he got back to LA, I said, when do you want to start? He was like, tomorrow. Tomorrow is when we started. Hands down, right? He didn't think we were going to start tomorrow. We started tomorrow. So what time? That's the time we started. Yes.
I'm going to tell y'all at home why I do that. Because people be full of shit.
They do. They do.
They be full of shit.
This whole industry,
so
a lot of people are full of
shit. I call you on it right away. Hey, man, I was thinking about this great movie. It's an action movie, man. I mean, Vin Diesel. I was thinking about Tyrese. I mean, it's going to be studied, man. And I want to get going on it. I mean, when we could go to... I'm good right now.
Right.
For the next hour.
You're like, give me a couple of months.
Give me a couple of months. You know how much shit I did in a couple of months? What's your name again, sir? What? Oh, yeah. He said Vin Diesel movie. Yeah, I'm sorry, I forgot. So I always say, when I got back to LA, I swear to God, she called me, she said, where you want to get going? I was like, tomorrow. She said, all right, cool. What time? Say some crazy shit. 5 a.m. East Coast time. Okay, cool.
Not a problem.
I'm like, oh, shit. She ain't bullshitting. I'm gonna find out if she wasn't bullshitting. She was on time. It was early. I was like, because what happens is she always calls, say, I'm just giving you a test call, because when I call you back again, we're going to be recording. You ready? And I'm like, yeah. Now, the first 17 times, you like, oh, yeah. 18 through 60, you like, fuck! She calling again. It's her. Go to voicemail. I'm not ready. Fuck, she finna come with some bullshit, because the questions keep getting harder every day.
Wait. So how I started on the first day was I asked him to tell me his story. So his story is the infomercial that he has in his head that he tells everybody all the time. It's the same. He has the same cadence, the patterns. You could tell that he's used to telling this story. So I got that whole story. That was our first day. I think that was about an hour and a half, 2 hours.
There's nothing under an hour. There's nothing under an hour.
Ever under an hour. Ever. Even our pickups
regular conversation.
Even our
hey, real quick. No, it's not. Stop. It's not going to be real quick.
Easy hour.
Easy hour. Real quick, knock it off.
So I took that information. I listened to it back again. I took that information, and then I started digging inside of what he was saying. That became our second, third, fourth, fifth, and sixth session. For me to say, okay, so you said you were born in Louisiana. What that look like? You know what I'm saying? Now you have to go back and it's like writing a book. You have to let people be able to see where you came from. Just saying you from Louisiana doesn't mean anything. There's all kinds of parts of Louisiana. What does your Louisiana look like? What's your grandmama house look like? Describe it to me. So the porch is what? Well, it's all these 3 slabs and you go to the porch, 3 steps. Those steps became very relevant in the opening of his book. He didn't know what those steps meant. He didn't know why I was asking, what's a shotgun house, DLai? He said, it's a shotgun house. You can shoot straight through it. And you know what I'm saying? But it's like, to have him give me his infomercial was important because now we got that out. Everything from there, I'm digging like an investigative reporter. I'm digging in your ass. I told him sometimes you're going to like me. Sometimes you're going to hate me. Sometimes you're going to get off this phone. If it gets too emotional, let me know.
I didn't know what you meant when you was like, sometimes you're going to like me, sometimes you're not going to like me. I'm like, we writing a book. Why the fuck I'm not going to like you?
Yeah, no, because
I'm not even looking at her brain and how she's processing what this is going to be like. I'm just thinking, I'm going to just tell you my story. Nigga, no. Nigga, no. Now, not for everybody that she is assisting in writing a book. You may not have that type of book.
Right.
This type of book, we wanted to peel back all the layers, and it required her digging deep, and I had to be vulnerable enough to be like, okay,
that onion was real, wasn't it? That onion was real. We had many days where we cried together.
Yeah.
On the phone. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I have a transference of energy problem, so if he was crying, I was definitely crying.
But I don't know you crying though.
I know you have no idea.
I don't know it, because all I'm doing is giving my account of what this book is about to be about. She can't be on the phone. I know that is the rock. She got to be like, okay, and then what happened next?
I'm over here like
this. You hear what happened?
I'm over here like, all right, and so then what did your grandmama say?
I never knew, and then she never told me this until after we finished the book.
Yeah.
I had no idea. But when she was telling me back to what you were saying, like some days you're gonna like me, some days you're gonna hate me, I still don't know the process here.
Yeah, because when we got to the serious stuff, like there were so many things that you hadn't even processed for yourself. And on top of all of the childhood issues that you hadn't processed, or the situations that I took you back to that you forgot about and or hadn't talked about in a while, and the digging inside of there brought out I needed to know what grandmama's couch looked like, and you said the dent in there, and that was her butt, and that's and you going back and sitting in that after the funeral, that kind of stuff. It was like, for me, I had to on those days redirect, because we would get heavy, and you would be like, we not doing this today.
Right.
So what's your favorite color? Did you have a dog? Then we'll go back to something funny. We'll go lighter, because I wasn't ready to be done yet. We only was like 45 minutes in. We got at least 15, 35, 100 more minutes left. We're not done yet because it got too heavy. We're going to jump. I'm coming back to that, though. Remember that. I'm always coming back, because you have to get this. And I told him on Impact, this book can be as real or as fake as you want it to be.
Yeah, I remember that.
As real or as fake. Your vulnerability is what's going to make this book great. And whatever you don't want to go in this book, because I'm going to write it from a perspective of everything goes in the book, other than the things that we guarded not to go in.
Right.
But everything's going in that book. When you read it, then you let me know what you don't want in there. I can pull it back out. It's not a problem.
Let me ask you this.
It's your book. It's not my book.
Let me ask you this, because when you were, a lot of people don't know the whole process of it. Like, after she finished recording my audio, I'm sort of done. Then she's got to package it together.
I got to transcribe.
She's got to transcribe
all of
everything.
All of those audios.
You would do some things. I'd be like, "What? Who is she?" For instance, she would say, well, "What the house look like?" I mean, it's a shotgun house, man. 3604 9th Street, Alexandria, Louisiana 71302. It's a little shotgun house. And then we finish that conversation, and I go about the rest of my day, and then she'll send me a text, and it'll be a picture of some shit that we discussed that I ain't seen.
Of your grandmother's house.
My grandma's house. But that's just one of them. But she would send just different pictures of something that we just had a conversation about the day before. Like, for instance, the first thing was my grandmother's house. And I'm like,
and then
how the fuck you found that house? The house first.
Yep.
After that, we moved into an apartment complex, Bethel Apartments. She found that apartment. Now.
And I said, how far from grandma's house to there? Because he said he ran.
Yeah, it's right across the bridge.
Right. So we had to make that connection.
Yeah, and a quick story. I got a chance. I remember this before the book and everything. I got a chance to go back home, and I went to Alexandria, and I wanted to go back and see my old apartment. I'm like, I want to see it. You know, you just want to see where you live. I go back and I'm like, oh shit, some people's living in there. Right. This is crazy to bring back memories. You know what I mean? And it's a stairway. You walk up the stairs, some iron stairs. I walk up the stairs and I'm just looking 716H, the building apartment H. I was like, man, let me just, I want to just go in. Let me just go and see. I knocked on the door. This old lady opened the door. Who is you? I said, hey, I used to live here, like when I was a kid, and I was just wondering if I could just kind of come in and take a look. Hell no, I don't know you. Close the door. I said, when I thought about it, that was fucked up.
Right.
Like, you should not have done this.
Right. Not in this day and age.
Why would you go up there? That woman could have shot you.
You seen it on TV.
I seen it on TV. I'm like, it just gotta work.
And they let you straight in.
They just let me in the house. He gotta know me. I mean, total stranger.
Right.
In an era that people kill people. So yeah, you would have these pictures for me, and I was just like, what kind of research are you doing? Like, but then I found out, like, you are heavy in research. You will discover the shit. Yeah. It was just amazing that you were just coming up with these just twists and turns that would keep me on my toes and never knowing where this book is going to land. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, that's a testament to you and your ability to be able to draw things out of people and to research and find shit. So kudos. Cheers to that, goddammit. Cheers. If you got a drink at home, cheers. Bam.
But it's important.
You're not been watching. You're not drinking.
I'm sorry.
I'm just watching her. She hasn't been drinking much. Oh, she's really. They know. I'm sure they in the comments like when she.
Well, if they saw the birthday video, they know.
Yes.
That was Wine Angie for sure.
Wine Angie.
And we were talking about relationships, so that's a whole other situation.
So listen. Okay. Aside from the book, we'll come back around to the book. How you get to write a book for Tupac? Like how Give me that process.
It was a bet. It was the only bet I've ever won in my whole life. It was a bet. I was at Junior Achievement. We were doing board books at 10 o'clock at night. We had to put these board books together for the board meeting the next day. And we were listening to ItsDLai's Roughneck. Mm-hmm. And they were like, when the song went off, my boss at the time, she was like, if you could have any Roughneck, who would you want? I was like, Tupac. And my roommate was like, Tretch. And they were like, well, I bet you can't get in touch with Tupac. Well, he was in jail at that time. And I said, I'm sure I cannot. He's in jail, you know. Like, but try. I bet you can. Okay, bet. I mean, the fuck? Bet.
Now, you had never written a book before then?
No.
Come on, somebody. Come on, go ahead, ma'am.
I wrote in my diary since I was 7. I have tons of diaries. But anyway, fast forward, a couple of days go by. My roommate comes in. I work with my roommate. Right. And she was like, so how are you going to get in touch with Tupac? I wasn't even thinking about it. I was just like, bet. You know, I always say bet, and nothing happens. I said, I don't know. So I thought about it, and I had an uncle in prison, or who had been in and out of prison, and I knew you needed a prisoner number. I knew he was in Rikers Island. Here you investigative reporter. Right. I called Rikers Island. I say, I want to write Tupac a letter. How do I do that? Oh, baby, you just need his number.
And if you want the number, ladies and gentlemen, the number is Patreon. That's where you're going to get this story from. You're going to get the rest of it on Patreon. I got you. I'm sorry, guys. It's Tupac. Come on. Pause that bitch. Pause it, T. Just hold on. Don't you tell him no more than the story. We're going to get back to that in a minute. First of all, thank you guys. Yes, I'm goated than our mother. You see the gear. I got to shout him out. Goated, people. I'm a damn partner now. Yeah, I'm 50, you know I'm 50-50. Who the hell? Why would Worldwide Lay take 10% of the company when I can get 40 more percent with this 50%, which is what I got? So I'm goated. Y'all got to go check it out, ladies and gentlemen. Also, go to my website, ItsDLai.com, for all the merchandise, the book, The Journey Behind the Smile. Oh, you got to pick that up. That bad boy going to be a bestseller. Came out the mud with it, all out the trunk. No, just self-published. That's what that is. I appreciate all the support, ladies and gentlemen. All of the likes that you guys, all of the comments you guys been giving. I really appreciate what you've been doing in the community. Now, listen, people. I've got something I need to discuss with you guys. I'm running this whole operation just on me and y'all. Bartender took 2 weeks off. I don't know where the hell she at. Bartender! She used to say something. She don't even say shit no more. We trying to get things back in order. So, ladies and gentlemen, everything that you're doing right now, goddamn it, I want you to know I appreciate that. I appreciate it. I took the A off that bitch. That's how much I wanted to get to it. Appreciate it. Ladies and gentlemen, keep watching. Keep subscribing. Let's share it across the world. Everybody. You know we got people in Indonesia. They need to hear this shit too. Yeah, get everybody. Go on over to that website right now. ItsDLai.com. Now get back to the business. So, get me to the book. How do you guys get to you writing the book?
So, I'm in LA. Broke up with Ding Dong.
Right.
And I'm sitting there with another friend, the friend who got me the job,
right.
The movie job. And we were talking about poetry or something like that, because I write poetry a lot when I'm inspired. And so I was like, you want to read a poem for Tupac? He said, you have a poem from Tupac? I said, I have several. So I went and got one. He was like, you should write a book. I was like, nah. He said, yeah, just put them in a book. Put them in a book how? Like, put them in a pamphlet book? Like, what am I going to say? I had never thought about that. I had those letters. That was 4 years out. Because I was in LA by myself I moved out there in 1998. And he left in 99. Somewhere in there. So about 4 years after he died, 4 or 5 years after he died, wasn't thinking about a book. I just was keeping the letters because they were nostalgic. You know what I'm saying? It's just
right.
And my mama said keep them. And so I was like, I can't just put letters out in a pamphlet about Tupac. I'll get murdered. Like, you can't just put, this is not some random ass dude.
You would literally get murdered.
Literally.
Right.
This is Tupac. I will get killed by the masses.
You're out of here.
And I thought about it for a while, and it came and went, and I was like, well, I guess I could write how it happened. This is my one story in my whole life, the one bet that I actually won. I still haven't won a bet since that I won. And so I wrote how it happened. It took me 4 months to write the book. It took 4 years for it to come out.
Why?
Legal. Legal was amazing. The legal.
Who's coming after you? Who's saying?
It was nobody coming after me. So first of all, we could not use the letters in the book at all without permission from the estate. Anything that Tupac authored, which was his letters, the estate owned. So to use it commercially, you couldn't do that without their permission.
So if you wanted to auction off those letters,
I can. I own them outright.
okay, I was about to say they can't have a claim against that, can they?
No. I can absolutely sell the letters. And I've had Sotheby's and all of them come for me. But they weren't offering anything. It wasn't. Those letters are priceless. It's going to have to be way higher. It'd have to change my life kind of money.
Right.
Not.
And more sacred than anything.
Yeah, they are. So that was the battle. So then it became a thing where they wanted to read the book. I'm not sending you my book. I don't know y'all like that. It's not.
Who? The family?
The estate.
Gotcha.
Okay. Their attorney person wanted to have somebody read the book. Well, I'm not sending you my book because then it could be out there. You just accidentally release the book. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So we were going back and forth with this contract, and there was one paragraph that was just sticking everybody, and just certain things inside of it that were just wrong. And I rewrote it several times. Rewrote the entire goddamn contract. It was about a 25-page contract. Rewrote it. Gave it back to my attorney. Told my attorney, give it to him. They sent it back with the same situation still in there. I said, you know what? I'm done. I need a meeting. I'm not doing this anymore. This book can never come out. I don't care. Let's have a meeting. Because he didn't believe what I was saying. I said, I don't know what they want to do, but I can't release this book, and I can't agree to this shit right here. It's not going to be okay. He got me a meeting. We went in there. Carolyn Ali was there at the time, which was I think she was head of development or something like that. But we became really good friends. And she was going to be the person who read the book. And the attorney was like, well, how long will it take? I said, well, how fast does she read? I don't know. I said, but I'm willing to come every day if it takes her every day. I will adjust my schedule for her reading. But I'll bring that book with me to her. She'll read. I'll sit there. And then I'll take the book back when I leave. And that's exactly what we did. So I would go to Interscope every day or whenever she, whatever. And she would read the book. And me and her became close friends from that situation. And once she finished it, she loved it. She said Afeni, what she was relaying back and forth to Afeni loved it. She gave it the green light. I agreed to a percentage of the book.
Afeni Shakur is Tupac's mom.
Tupac's mom. A percentage of the book goes to the foundation and the estate. And that book came out in 2004, I'm sorry.
Self-published?
No, through Kensington Publishing.
This is what I want to talk about. That's a Tupac book that you just wrote. That's a big ass check.
It is. Nice.
That book has royalties?
Every 6 months, I get checks.
Until you leave this earth?
Until I leave and beyond. Anybody that I leave my estate to, they get that money. It doesn't die
off. A book that you wrote in 2004, that came out in 2004.
The book I wrote in 1999 or 1998
you still get every
money.
6 months, you get a check.
On my birthday, it always falls on my birthday month and Christmas.
Man, let me tell you something.
It's the bet that keeps on giving. It's amazing, but it also solidified
that's the best
me as
bet
a
you ever
writer.
made,
It's
though.
the best. Oh my God.
Yeah, I've made a lot of bets, as you know. And that one right there, that was a residual bet.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That bet landed you residuals, which is dope as God. So okay, aside from writing books, you've done some acting. I was watching a Jagged Edge video, and y'all can go watch it too.
It's not me.
Man,
It's not.
man, listen. It's a Jagged Edge video out, and I was up one day and I was just watching. I forgot the name. Which video is it?
I don't know, but you text me with it, and I went to go look. I was like, "That's not me."
I said,
Your twin is in the video.
"Oh shit, this girl look like Angie." So let me keep watching. You know how videos will shadow the shit out of you. They won't do. You know the videos, you put your ass in the shadow for a minute, and they don't never give you a little glimpse, and then get your ass back in the shadow. And I'm saying, God damn, that girl look like Angie. And I'm getting close to the TV, And I text, I said, did you do any videos? She said, yeah, I did some but nothing major. I said, did you do something with Jacket Edge? She said, no. I said, all right. Okay, maybe she embarrassed by being a video vixen. Okay, it's behind me. I don't fucking discuss this. You can talk to me. I'm looking at you. I noticed you. I looked again and I said, let me talk to this woman one more time. See, she said, I promise you.
I promise.
It is not me. I can't remember which video. The video where the niggas got the white on. When they got the all white on and they by a pool, which is most R&B niggas.
Right, everything was by a pool.
Everything by a pool. Every R&B nigga keep a pool. But yeah, son, I was like, but you've done TV and film as well as acting. Talk to me about it.
Nothing major.
I saw you on the weigh-in show.
You did.
That's where I saw your ass. That's why I saw it. She's all on the weigh-in show.
And there was a guy who knew somebody over there and said, I got you an audition. Go to the audition, and that's how I got that part.
Again, just somebody.
It's happenstance. That casting couch shit was so real. It was like, I'm not selling booty for parts.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then you see somebody who got the part, and you're like, did you? Didn't you? I don't know. I don't really care. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The gene is real. That gene is real.
You know
and
what?
Hey, no fault, no foul. You do what you gotta do.
Angie, I got a chance to sit in on the casting call before. This guy who was casting for this movie, he said, hey man, won't you sit in here with me? You know, come up, pull up and let's check out, you know, some of the talent. So it was all females. It was some female part. And these were some beautiful women. We're in LA. These were some beautiful women. We're looking at the headshots.
Right.
And I mean all kind of women. Beautiful. And I look at this one particular photo and it's this girl got her titties out on her headshot.
It's a headshot.
It's and not a head and titty shot. This is a headshot.
She had a torso
I
shot.
swear on my life, this mother got a whole tit. She had her head. You can see her face, but you fuck your face after your titties is out.
Right.
You know, on the photo, like, you know, come on, your titties out.
Right.
And I was like, it was a white girl. I was beautiful. I said, she coming in? He said, yeah. We're looking at these different women. This woman comes in. She got a tank top on. Because, motherfucker, you seen her headshot. That's
Right.
my highlight.
Right.
She come in, she got the tank top on, and she reading her lines, and I told him, I said, can I ask her a question? He was like, yeah, go ahead. She finished her line, and I said, how comfortable are you in front of the camera? She said, I'm really comfortable. I said, okay, get comfortable. He said, hey, no. I said, no, you told me, nigga.
You told me to interject.
You said I could talk.
Uh-oh.
I asked you if I could talk. You just gave me the floor. You can't take the floor. I got it. She says, yeah. As this woman takes off her shirt right there. And I said, just give me your lines like that. My man is like, this nigga, we're going to get sued. We got to give her the part.
Oh.
We got to, nigga. She going to say she been coerced into taking her titties out. She said, this motherfucker delivered her lines like her shirt, like she had an overcoat on. Finished, and I was like, that woman would have fucked everybody in this room. I'm thinking this woman would have fucked everybody inside this room because she's just looking for an opportunity. And she's very comfortable. You don't pull your titties out in an audition. You don't pull your titties out in a porn audition.
You don't pull your titties out. Your titties should be on the headshot.
On what the fuck you think we think?
It's right here. It's right here. This is the frame right here.
There it is.
She had her titties. So you land the weigh-ins.
I land the weigh-ins, and it was that experience was something for me because I had been doing so much background work that it was difficult because the people who were background were my friends.
And now you just
And they separate you, but they separate you in a vicious way. Like they don't talk to them. Like they're the bottom barrel. Like, dude, I'm gonna be back there tomorrow. What are you talking about? Like, you know what I'm saying? I did a movie called oh God, what is that movie called? I forgot. But it had the guy who was in was it American Gods or something like that? The black guy with the big eyes. And they did a live audition on set. They needed a girl to say one line. They were giving away a line. So they got all the union people, union background girls together. and had us run through and say the one line. Well, I didn't give a shit. I was just there for the day. I didn't care. So I went in there, delivered. They did it in alphabetical order. So my last name starts with an A. So I was one of the first ones to go. Didn't care.
Angela Artist.
Didn't care. Did it. Left.
You ate first at school and
everything.
Shit.
And I got that part. And that was a defining moment because they swooped me from the background. You know, the chairs and tables all lined up. You got the pink box and shit.
Right.
They took me from there, swooped me as if, don't talk to her, all of us. It was this. And I was like, what are you doing? Put me in a room by myself. I had my own room. Had a little thing where they wrote my name on it. And now I'm stuck in this solitary confinement. That's what it felt like. Took me through wardrobe, took me through hair, took me through makeup, put this evening gown on me. Now I'm all set to sit and wait for 49 hours. I wanted to go back downstairs with my people. Couldn't do it.
Damn.
It separates you.
It was ridiculous. It was sad because it shouldn't be that kind of separation. If you want to go hobnob and play with everybody, then you should be able to go do that. But they don't. They make this caste system that's very uncomfortable.
I was doing the movie 2 Minutes of Fame with Cat Williams. And I didn't know about the separation either.
Right.
So when we said break, when they said we're going to break, the extras be over here like motherfucking slaves and shit.
Yeah.
In the field, and it be a nice ass motherfucking tent. Don't even be eating the same shit they be eating.
With tablecloths.
Cloths,
yeah.
motherfucker. Somebody serve me some shit sometime. Hey, what would you do? So I got my plate, and I went over to the extras. Mm-hmm. And I remember sitting down right next to an extra, and I was eating, and I looked up, and the whole table was looking like, nigga, don't you have lines?
Right.
We don't talk over here, nigga. You see how quiet it is at the table. Ain't nobody saying shit.
Right.
We background. We background on break.
Oh my
We still in the background.
Right.
And they looking, and I was like, "What's up, y'all?" It was like, he's speaking. He talking to us.
Yeah, because they tell you do not talk to them. Do not talk to them. Like you'll get fired. It's
Don't
that
talk.
serious. And he's talking to them, so now they really don't know what to do. They're stuck. They
confused
have
as
no
shit.
idea.
I'm sitting right next to a little white girl. The white girl said, "Why are you over here?" And I said, "I'm hungry. I want to eat." She said, "No, like, why aren't you sitting over there?" I said, "Because it was closer to just sit right here instead of walking over there."
Right.
She said, "No one ever sits with us." I'm thinking, how long you been a background actor? God damn. Shit. No one ever sits with us.
Dude, no, I was on a set for Gone Till November. Wyclef and Destiny's Child.
Yeah.
All right. I didn't know no better. This was in my beginning stages, and I sat at Destiny Child's table with them. Beyonce was here. The other two, Kelly was over here. I had never heard no before. Like I still don't listen to the radio. I didn't know what it was. So I was like, my girlfriend was sitting with me, and like, no, this is the group. This is the singing group, Destiny's Child. I didn't know who they were.
Like who, child?
I didn't know.
Destiny from high school?
I just thought they were really pretty.
Lord.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, they were stunning. They was all totally made up. I was just like, I didn't know who they were. And I said, so y'all sing? Serious. And I wasn't even trying to be. I didn't know.
Right.
And
Beyonce looking at you like,
no, she was like, yes.
bitch, we playing
Now LaToya was more gas face, but you know, she didn't leave. She stayed. Everybody stayed. And I said, well, what's the song?
Right.
And she said, no, you know, yes. And I was like, I don't know. What
You don't have a clue.
Can you sing it for me?
Is it out?
Right. No, that was me. Because I didn't know what Gone Till November was either.
Right.
Well, but I'm here because I'm getting paid today. So
Right.
who cares?
I'll
And
be
they
here till next Thursday, bitch, till you pay me.
and they sang it. Beyonce shouted it out. And she did her thing.
What?
And I still didn't know it. I was like,
Right.
sounds nice. You can sing, though. You have a very nice voice.
Ladies and gentlemen, you heard it here on the DLai Show. Angela Artist shitted on Destiny.
Don't do that. Oh,
This
no.
is what it is.
Oh, God.
You guys are saying no. She was saying I don't know.
I did not shit on Destiny's Child. I promise you, I didn't know who they were.
You looked at them. First of all, you didn't know who they were. That's first of all.
Well, I didn't look. I wasn't watching television. I was working.
You on the Saturday goddamn video.
I didn't know who they were.
And she don't understand. What you guys do? Motherfucker, why you here?
I knew.
Why you here?
Because too, you think about it, they were sitting out there with us. It was like you sitting there.
Right.
Like, well, who are these? They're beautiful. They must be the lead girls. Because the lead girls were always made up and they had on fly shit and you were just background. You brought your own fly shit and you made yourself up. So they were sitting at the tables with the background. So I sat with them not thinking. I just thought they were the lead girls.
First of all, No was a big song.
It was huge. And I found out way later because I finally heard it and I was like,
Huge.
oh, that song.
It was
I didn't. Hey, Destiny's Child, I didn't shit on y'all.
She shitted on him. She absolutely shitted on him.
I promise you. Beehive, don't come for me. I didn't know.
Listen.
I was 12 and a half years old. I was 12. I didn't know. I was ignorant to it. I'm sorry.
So,
Sorry.
what's your thoughts on living in LA? A lot of people don't get a chance to experience what LA is like, and you got a chance to live there how many years?
8.
8 years. What's your thought? First of all, I hated LA when I first got there. I absolutely hated it. I hated it.
The vibe is dope.
Oh no, right now? Oh gosh, I love LA. I was country. This was threw me off. When I first got to LA, I remember speaking to somebody. Like I was like, hey, who the fuck is this nigga? The fuck wrong with this nigga?
They didn't say hi?
No, they just looked at me like I was fucking crazy.
Here you go. They must have been from New York.
I'm like,
Because a lot of people come from other places to LA.
These niggas, so I didn't like it. You liked it. I couldn't even enjoy the beauty of it because I couldn't get past the people.
But you know what? I think my difference is that when I got to LA, I jumped straight in the background. So jumping straight in the background, I met a lot of people on Impact. And they came from all different places or whatever. But we were able to see a lot of stuff. Like doing background is not a bad thing. One, it pays very well, especially union. But it allows you an opportunity to go to places and be inside of places that you never ever would get inside of. I've been inside of houses that you kill yourself like that.
Right.
These houses were amazing, shooting Baywatch and all these kinds of things. And so my experience with LA on Impact was kind of glamorousy, in a work way. And you still got paid to play. It was paying to play. And then on my days off, the beach was my spot. Like that ocean,
Right.
It ain't nothing like that ocean.
Yeah.
And Venice Beach, the eclecticness of it, fed all this Gemini. This Gemini could find her mood anywhere in LA. When I got back to Detroit, I could not find the mood.
Yeah.
Everything seemed angry in Detroit. It just wasn't calm. Everybody seemed upset. Not in a good space. LA, it seems like they didn't have a care in the damn world. I don't know if everybody's walking around high, but they didn't seem like they had a care in the world. So for me, it was just fly by the seat of your pants. You could dress however you wanted to dress. You could do whatever you wanted to do. There didn't seem like there was any judgment on anything. And it was just a carefree way of life. Or maybe that's just where I was at in my 30s or 20-somethings going into LA.
Listen, Angie, this has been very, very informative as well as...
We get all the corners.
Yeah, but I'm going to have to bring you back on some other shit. Angie, thank you for coming. I'm going to see you again. I promise you. I promise you. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been another fabulous episode.
A what? A who?
This has been another fabulous episode of The DLai Show. I'm DLai, and thank you to our guest, Angela Artist. Check out her new book. Well, she's got a few books. We got a second book that we're writing as well. We'll talk about that a little later. But T gonna have all our information down. I thank y'all. See y'all next time.